Hello everyone, my name is MrNJersey and welcome to my channel. Now in this video we are back with the 110th episode of the Top 5 Weekly. Now for those of you that are new here, this is a series where I take a look at the most popular workshop creations on Steam, analyze each one's submissions, I discover their features, and finally I test them out here in the world of Stormworks. But before we get started, if you are enjoying my videos, don't forget that like and subscribe button, and by watching, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So that all said, let's get straight into it and get started with the first creation of this episode. And starting off with the first creation of the episode, we have the Fat Duck. Now this is meant to be a tutorial flying boat. It's actually a seaplane of some sort that will go in land and sea, but also meant to just be built for beginners so that they can go and customize it, obviously learn how it works, and yeah, just use it for themselves. It costs around 15k, so you can use it in career mode, which is quite nice. So it's quite nice and lightweight, obviously being a seaplane. So let's go and spawn it and see how it flies here in the world of Stormworks. And spawning in the plane, very nice design. You can see we've got the floats on either side to keep it stable. Quite a nice big wingspan. Looks like we've got a dual propeller design here at the front. And just pretty straightforward in terms of design. You can see the actual engine itself looks like just a small little diesel engine. Looks like we got generators, some gearboxes on there, some aircraft propellers, and a few other small things, and looks like a decent sized fuel tank too. So let's go and jump on top of this. Now we've got a sealed door here, which you can go and open. It looks like there's also electricity charging here, so you can actually recharge things or possibly charge this plane, or I'm not 100% sure just yet. It looks like we've got a bunch of seats here for some passengers. We've got the pilot seat, and then we also got a little ramp that goes down. And inside here is just pretty much just empty space that you can fill out to whatever you want, which is quite nice. As he said, this is customizable, so you can do what you want really. Let's go and jump in the pilot seat. So in the pilot seat, looks like we've got battery, we've got a throttle, we've got engines, and altitude, speed, RPS, throttle, stabilizer. So pretty straightforward. Let's go and turn this on. Okay, so everything has gone and turned on. Very nice. You can see Fat Duck written there. Let's go and get our throttle up. You can see how already straight away it's just gone and skimmed off the water there, and we can lift ourselves up. And just like that, we are up and going. Now there is no stabilizer currently on. However, we can do one, which throws the stabilizer on and means you get a nice level flight. Very interesting design to this. Quite nice too. Kept it nice and skinny at the same time. Let's go and take a stabilizer off. Let's see how this thing actually flies. So yeah, seems like it's flying pretty well. It's quite stiff. As you can see there, I'm literally pressing D now for the roll. And yep, there we go. So far pretty good. And the whole point of this is in Korea, you can travel around really quickly. And then you can just, for example, let's say we had a mission that we needed to do just over there. We could go in for a nice little landing. So let's bring this down to about 30. I think that should be enough for us to do a little bit of a landing here in the ocean. We'll try and get ourselves nice and level and nice and flat. Lift the nose up a bit, and we'll start dropping our throttle down a bit more. Start getting the nose down there, and you can see we're slowly coming down. We could get the stabilizer on to improve this. Just going to come down nice and easily. There we go. Start decreasing our throttle there. And there we go. You can just see how it's skimming on the water there. And then all of a sudden we'll just go and drop in the water. And then you can go out to your missions, whatever you need to do. Increase your throttle once again. And just like that. Everything on. I'm going to get the stabilizer on there. And we're up in the air. So really easy to fly the plane. Great once again, as you said, for beginners. They're learning firstly how planes are built, but also how to fly them. So really pretty cool. Let's go and let's move on to the next one for the episode. And moving on to the next creation, we have the C130J Hercules. This is a multi-role transport plane. Now, American plane, 4-turbo engines on this. Now this one is specifically designed for cargo, troop transport, search and rescue, and reconnaissance purposes. So quite nice. Looks like he's got a little bit of a starting up procedure on this, or she's got a little bit of starting procedure on this. So very interested to see how it flies. So let's go and spawn it in the world of Stormworks. And spawning in the plane looks really good. I like the design of it. You can see it really does have a nice look to it here on the side. Looks like we've got a little bit of a gimbal camera over there, another camera in the front with possibly a laser sensor, or even just a normal laser there. You can see the 4 actual engines and actual propellers on the other side. Looks like we've also got some fuel pylons and then also some ropes here. So this would be to string behind the plane so you can do air-to-air refueling, which is pretty cool. Now, we're not going to jump in it just yet. It's going to have a little walk around. Looks like they've used some XML windows, which look really cool. You can see it actually can do air refueling for itself there, which is quite useful. Nothing really else here. It seems like we got some buttons, which I'm guessing would open up these. Yep, there we go. So you can see that one can just open so you can actually see the jet compressor inside there. Got a little door. We've got a whole bunch of flares on the side here. Also a laser point sensor. Not too sure why we need those. I'm guessing just for detailing purposes. Nice ramp here at the back, which we'll open up later on. And that's pretty much about it really around the side. Let's go and jump inside and let's see what's going on. The little door that goes and opens up, we can jump in and we can close that off. Perfect. So nicely detailed here at the back. This ramp, I'm guessing, would open up. Let's see. Open ramp up. There we go. So you can then put some cargo. It's got some rails on here for cargo, or you can drive a vehicle up inside here. Yeah, just really nice and looks good. Let's close the ramp off. Like how it closes both of those. We can carry on through. Looks like we've got some jump chutes. We've got a whole bunch of seats here for passengers and things. I'm not too sure if this is Stormlink compatible. No, it's not. It'd be nice to see the Korea to make it Stormlink compatible. You can use it for transporting people around the world. Looks like we've got a little maggle with a little winch there. A whole bunch of ropes and things for tying things down. You can see the flooring has got rope anchors everywhere. Cargo winch up, we've got cabin lights which we can throw on, and we've also got cabin heaters, temperature, nice, and then we have the actual main bridge here. Cool, so we've got a 2-way button which will go and open up that. We'll get in and out. Got some Arctic outfits up here, and then we have a seat with a whole bunch of screens. We'll check that out in a few seconds. Co-pilot and captain. Now I did want to get this up and running before we did everything else. Landing gear, flares, we've got a whole bunch of sensors, emergency power, we've got engine 1, 2, 3, 4 start, fuel pumps, generators, avionics, there we go, battery, avionics, generators, fuel pumps. Cool. I just want to go and check this station out. What is this here? The key button. So, okay, so this is, it looks like our gimbal camera operator over there. It looks like we've got a little bit of a map screen, radar kind of stuff going on there. And yeah, okay. So then you can do this to move up and down, left and right on your gimbal camera, which is pretty cool. You can switch it, I'm guessing, to night vision. I was guessing, I wonder where the night vision would be. There we go, infrared. We have then layer L, which is a laser designator. Cool. Video, so you can actually send video and you can then receive video, which is also quite cool there. Nice. Okay, I like the gimbal camera there. Okay, let's go and check out what we got here. So we've got co-pilots and pilots. So let's jump in the captain's seat. Looks like we've got something in front of us, which we'll probably turn on just now. Let's go and get all this up and running. So apparently we need to get pretty much everything that I've done already. We can go and throw in our engines. Cool. And you can pump fuel left and right if you want to. You can get generators on, lower refuel drogue, extend, disconnect, navigation, formation, internal, and then strobe lights. Also looks like a beacon finder. Yes, it is. Bunch of screens here for everything you can imagine. Nav, radar, LCAS, HSI. We got fly 2, orbit. Some nice settings here that we're gonna go check out in a few minutes, I think. Power lever, waypoints, fire extinguisher. Yeah, I got everything you would want. We've got some flares there we can go and throw on. Oh, it looks really nice. Okay, so what we're going to do is let's toggle our brakes. So brakes are off now. Let's go and power up. Do we have any flaps, by the way? I didn't see anything for flaps anywhere. Might have missed those. But let's just go and throw our throttle up. Power up. You can hear it powering up now. We're going to try and keep it quite nice and level. Nose up. Ooh, that went very quick. I'm going to power down a bit. Feels like we're going way too fast. That's a little better. Man, look at that. That looks awesome. Okay, let's go and get our landing gear done. So landing gear is there. That goes and folds away nice and quickly. Didn't even see it. Did a really good job on that. It looks beautiful. See if we got some type of stabilization system that we can throw on. Doesn't look like we have anything just yet from what I can see. We got fly 2, we got orbit. So I want to check out the alt hold system. So let's go in feet. So let's do 400 feet. Let's throw on our alt hold. There we go. So what is our feet currently at the moment? Okay, there it is right there. So we should go around 400. Yep, there we go. Spot on with that. Let's go and throw our waypoint on at the base here. Let's go and check that out. Okay, we'll use the fly 2. And you have both. So I've got fly 2 on. I'm guessing it's using the altitude hold plus the GPS waypoint sensor. Yeah, it looks like it. I like how it's banking. That is really nice. Oh, now we also have the HUD that we can throw on. Ooh, that's cool. And then you can do HUD night vision. Oh, wow, that's like right in your face. That's pretty cool though. We got brake standing gear up down. I like the HUD that comes up in front of your face. That's really cool. Cool. What does orbit do? So I'm guessing orbit would just go and fly around that waypoint. Could be wrong. So aircraft will enter a left orbit pattern, allowing for a reconnaissance camera to see the ground tracking. Okay. Now, if I'm correct, that just does it on our current waypoint. It won't do it on that waypoint that we went and set. So I'm guessing we're just going to fly around pretty much this area in a nice zone. But the cool thing is that you could come here into the seat, get your camera, and get it positioned on, let's say, I don't know, let's go and do there. And that's now laser designated. And we can do zoom in, which is that one. And we can just track whatever that is. And you can see literally we're just flying in an orbit around that waypoint, or that point at least. That's pretty cool. I like that, and I got a cool idea of what that could be used for, possibly in the future. But that is really nice. I like that. Now, one thing I did want to check is I wanted to see how the flares worked. So if we jump back up here, let's go into the seat. I'm going to throw this off. Let's just put our altitude hold system on. And I wanted to go... Okay, we've got radar, nav. Ooh, nav is quite cool. ECAS and HSI. Nice. Let's go and do... So we're doing ripple flares. I want to try that out. Ooh, that was pretty cool. See how it went and shot out left and right. That was really nice. And we've got none left, of course. We've used all of them. But, beautiful plane. I really like it. It's pretty much got everything you need in it. And it flies really well too. I was going to get alt hold off. And, yeah. Flies, it's very agile for a plane of its size. But it does fly really nicely, and I like the design of it. I really do. You can see all the suite of sensors and receivers and radios and things he's got there at the top, or she's got at the top. But yeah, beautiful plane. Really a joy to play with and actually fly. Ton of little nice features too. So really cool. Let's go ahead and let's move on to the next one for the episode. And moving on to the next creation, we have the T-80U Soviet main battle tank. And this one apparently has a very realistic interior and exterior to it. Got a gas turbine, a realistic transmission, 2-axis stabilization on the actual guns themselves. So really pretty cool. So let's go and spawn this in and see how it drives in the world of Stormworks. And spawning the tank in, man, this thing looks very cool. Very aggressive. Oh man, just looks cool. Now, there are a lot of what looks like XML pieces all over this. Straight away I can see just over here we've got some XML windows, and looks like we've got some wedges and also a spotlight. But beautiful. You can see some tires mixed in with the tracks over there. Nice big long gun there. Nice and smooth too. Can't wait to see what the creator's going to do when we get the weapons DLC. But man, that looks really impressive here in the front. Nice little machine gun at the top. Make our way around. Looks like using some pivots and things just to make everything nice and curved around the turret. Man, does that look good. Here at the back, even better. Looks like we've got brake lights. Okay, so using some buttons as brake lights. Very interesting. Now let's understand how we can even get on this. I'm guessing just jump up here, and we've got a little hatch there. We also have a hatch over here and over here. Okay, so let's do the driver's hatch to start with. Oh, I like the cameras. Yeah, let's go and open that. Let's get inside here. And wow, we've got quite a bit of things going on in here. Very nice and detailed. You can see the gun just behind me there. We've got screens, infrared, we've got start engine, fuel pumps, gas turbine, yep. We've got headlights, convoy lights, headlights, cabin lights, whites, disable brake lights, instrument lights, cabin red lights, screens that we can go and see things. We can probably get that starter off now, which is, well, that turns it off. You can hear it sounds like it's just constantly trying to turn it on. Maybe once we start moving it'll be better. And infrared mode, so you can see at night. I like the cameras. Okay, let's see parking brake. I don't know if parking brake is enabled. It is. Okay, we'll get that off and let's move forwards. There we go. So we need to gear up first. There we go, and yeah, that gas turbine working really. Nice little turn there. Gear up again. Let's go back inside the cockpit. Let's see if we can drive this way. A little bit hard to see. It's got that panel on the front there that's gone and flipped down. So you can see it's covering about half of the screen, but more or less okay. Let's gear up again. Gear up again. Okay, now we're really moving. Nice. I think it goes quite nice and fast too. Those gas turbines are quite loud. Oh, I like the steering wheel. That's cool. That is really nice. It's doing that. That is really nice. Okay, I want to stop here. Okay, so we are stopped. Actually, let's just try and turn ourselves. I want to face us there. That should be fine. Let's get our brakes on. So parking brakes 1. I want to get the engines off. Okay, and let's go to the back and let's understand what's going on here. Now, this looks really cool. You can see, guessing these would be all the different shells that would be along the floor here. Could be wrong. And there's all these, I'm guessing that would be shells here. So shells there, shells there. Okay, so we've got a gunner and we've got a commander. So let's see the commander seat. On or silent now, which is quite nice. Screens, and we also have infrared. Radio frequency, we got speak, we got zoom, so we can zoom in and zoom out. Nice, we're going to zoom in quite a lot there. And then machine gun left and machine gun right. So that's that machine gun just over there. Okay, so you can actually go and aim that and shoot that. Done a good job. Really nice with that machine gun. You can see there's even a little targeter on top of it. I'm guessing you could ideally stand on the top there. Okay, let's jump over to the gunner. Let's see what's going on there. So a little breech barrel here. See if I can go down. I'm trying to open this up. Let's get in the seat. Jump up and let's go through here. Okay, and then into the gunner seat, and we've got our screens that we can go and use. We've got searchlight, infrared. So searchlight, I'm guessing. Okay, so it's that one there, not this one. Okay. Interesting. Okay, we also got infrared searchlight. We've got switch to periscope. Screens, distance sensor. Okay, so you can see that comes up on the right tells us, hey, we're at 560 meters. That's quite nice. We've got vertical stabilizer and horizontal stabilizer. So if we are moving or if we were moving, that would then stabilize the gun, which is quite nice. Now we can do turret left, right, up and down, and then we can rotate the periscope. Ooh, that's cool. Let's switch to the periscope, which is that one there. And then, so you can actually just use that to move around and see things. And you can zoom in and out on the periscope. Let's go back to normal. And then we can zoom in and out too on that. And then we can move the main gun. Now you can see the main gun moving there. Up and down. Nice. Only we could fire this. And then we can zoom all the way in. I like how it's slowed down. Can you see that once we zoomed in, it slowed down really a lot, so it doesn't zoom in or move really quickly. Like, look how quickly I can turn now. but as soon as we zoom in, look how slow it is to move. That's something that a lot of creators forget about, is once you zoom in. So he's done a really good job with that. Man, you can look at the floor underneath us. Oh, that looks cool. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful tank. I actually want to pop out and I actually want to see the back and the engines in here. So it looks like a little hatch there. The engine hatch. So pretty much just a big turbine with some generators and things. That's cool. That's impressive. Really, really nice tank. I love that. Sure, this is going to be a popular one if the creator decides to use the weapon DLC at some point and put all these things inside. Man, that's cool. Lovely creation. Let's go and move on to the next one for the episode. And moving on to the next creation, we have the Ridgeboard W20. This is an off-road touring car. Now, apparently this has got a twin V10 engine set up inside it. Top speed around 200 kilometers per hour, about 0 to 100 time of 3.1 seconds. Looks really cool. Got a whole bunch of things like unflipping on it. It's also got tools inside there. It's also got a race mode, which is quite interesting. So let's go into Monsoon and see how it drives in the world of Stormworks. And spawning in the truck, it's a big boy truck. It's really cool. It's nice and big. You can obviously tell that this is where the engine is. You can see, look at the engines there. You can see the air scoops on those engines. So there's one V10 and there's another V10 over there. At the front here looks like we've just got a little bit of a winch with some spotlights and things, radiators underneath there. And yeah, this is fully a modular engine design, so really cool. Looks like we've got doors to get in. Here at the back there's like a little bit of a tailgate or trunk that you can go and open up. And then in here we've got some magholes, we've got electricity, we have pretty much everything you can need really. Nice. Let's go and close that off. At the back here looks like an electrical connector for towing things. We've got some fins underneath there, exhaust over here, another door to get in. And yeah, that's pretty much about it from this side. I didn't see any button to open up the trunk. So I'm guessing possibly that's inside the cabin. So let's go and double check. So inside the seat here, door to obviously close in and out. We got disable adaptive generators. So that's generators are going to turn on by themselves. So we can open the hood up. Look at that beast underneath there. Beautiful design. Really has done a good job with that. Really nice looking engine. Really, really is. Very good. Let's go and close that off. We've got race mode, we've got horn, we've got temperatures, we've got front high beams that we can turn on, I'm guessing once we turn the engine on. We've got engine on, there we go. We've got main power. Heater, interior light, parking brake. Let's get those front high beams. Ooh, those are right, huh? Cool. Parking brake, heater, interior lights. We can turn interior lights, parking brake off. We've got a GPS system. Okay, that's quite interesting. GPS plot, so you just plot your course. I don't think it would drive there for you. Steering, throttle brake. We've got unflip vehicle, gear up, gear down. Okay, let's get the door closed. Okay, really nice. Let's go and see if we can move here. So I'm guessing we need to gear it. Yeah, so let's gear it up into first. I guess that's in first. I like how those are moving. That is nice. That's a nice touch. Second gear. Third gear. Fourth gear. I can hear this thing is revving nice. Nice and slowly, which means it's going to keep its temperature nice and low. It's not going to use too much fuel either. It's done a good job with that. Let's go to the outside. Big boy truck. Down gear it a bit. I like how it's hugging the road there. Very nice. Very stable. Obviously you can flip it if you try, but it looks like we're doing pretty good here. I'm not really driving too carefully and it seems like it's driving perfectly fine. Let's throw it into race mode. So there is race mode there. Okay, which means it's going to use more fuel, of course. Let's go and throw it down into first gear. Second gear. Third gear. A little bit of a jump here. Nice. Gear up again. Yeah, this thing can definitely go, handle its weight. Love the setup of the suspension. That's really nice. Done a really good job. And that's race mode, so we can throw it out of race mode, put it back into normal mode. Get it to drive a little bit more easier, use much less fuel now. Looks like we're fine on fuel too, to be honest. And yeah, just overall pretty cool. I love the design of this. Let's go and just throw that on there. Let's put it back into neutral here. Yeah, love the design. We've got a bunch of things in here, time, temperature, everything else we checked out. But yeah, beautiful little truck. Definitely one you guys can go play around with. Obviously, play around with modular engines, which is really nice. Be interested to see what the temperature of that engine is running at. I think it's inside, but I'm guessing it's going to be quite nice and low. Yeah, it's about 37, which is very good for an engine that size. But yeah, beautiful truck. Definitely one to play around with these modular engines. Let's go and move on to the last creation of the episode. And moving on to the last creation, we have the HMS Yumiya. Now, this is meant to be a real-life Frisbee class corvette. It is capable around 35 knots. It's got a ton of features inside there. Apparently also has a rib. All kinds of different things. Galley, mess hall, gym, lounge, bathroom, showers, briefing rooms, storage rooms. All these different kinds of cool things. So let's go and spawn in and see how it all works. And spawning in the creation. This looks really nice. I love the paint scheme the creator's gone for. You can see we've got like a little bit of a helicopter pad here at the back. Some hatches going along the side. I'm guessing one of these would be for the rib. Not too sure yet which one. Big gun here at the front. Looks like we've got some flares. The bridge. Okay, let's go and have a look on this and let's see if we can find out what's going on with this boat. So we're going to jump up the ladder. And we come straight to the deck where we can walk a little bit around the side here. Also got the helicopter deck, which looks like we can pivot those out, which means they fall down. We've also got some firefighting and fuel. Okay, so that would be for your helicopter at the back. We've got an access hatch over here, and we've got refueling. Okay, so I'm guessing we need some electricity. This is for the railings and things. Yep, all needs electricity. So let's probably head down. Let's try if we can find the engine room. Where maybe we can get... We'll come back to all of this stuff later, but we need to get some power on this boat first. I'm guessing engine room is down this way? Yes, okay. Wow. Okay. There is a lot of options there. Cool, so we've got master power, computer systems, everything on. Reserve power we don't need on. Cool, so that's all on, which means we should now have power. So this is electronics. Cool. Through here is just a hallway to go down. We've got the engines, which you can go down and actually have a look at a little bit of a screen here, which is quite nice. And all the engines have that. We've also got bilge pumps, fire suppression systems. We've got monitor. Oh, that's really cool. So you can see if there's water in any of those. Engine performance. Torque, RPS, that's really nice. I like that. And then obviously we've just got tanks here that we can go and open and stuff. Firefighting, repairing tools, and we can obviously walk all the way down here. But some little generators. Yeah, really nice. Cool. I don't think we need to actually get the engines on. I think we would manage that from up in the bridge. So we're gonna head off. Let's just see what we have. So I have some quarters in here. Some more quarters. I'm not going to check out every single room, guys. You know that I usually don't, just to leave you a little bit of a surprise. But wow, okay, so we've got like a little bit of a command station in here. As you can see, I didn't see any light switches anywhere. Got arms, so this is hatches. All the hatches. We got measurements, monitor switch. So this is the main cannon itself. You can see there in the front. Reset, measure distance, IR, we can reset and lock. Okay, so you can see it just went and reset itself, and we can obviously start moving it around. Nice, and you can see that gun there, it even tops that little top piece there, goes and opens up. Nice. Guessing there's no fire button yet. Yet, being the main one. You can obviously magnify that in and out. Let's go and reset the lock, and you can see it drops down. Nice and easy. Very cool. Cool. Looks like we've got some radars and things over here. What else do we have? Use a password. Okay. Intranet. Interesting. And sonar sweep speed. Okay. We've got, what's this? So that was sonar operator. This was countermeasures and flares. Security operator. So that's just monitors everywhere. Anti-submarine. Anti-air. Anti-surface. Cool. And then a big map screen down here. Yep, big map screen, pretty much. Cool. What else do we have? So transponder, monitor. Nice. So many things in here, guys. Spend so much time just playing around with all those things. Let's go down here. I'll see if there's anything else lurking about that we missed. But it looks like just crew areas, and we've got a ladder that goes up. So I want to go around this area, and I wanted to go and check out that area at the back that I think has the ribs and things. This is the SSM bay. Okay, here's one of the ribs just over there. So you can see there's a little bit of a gantry system that you would go and connect it to, and then you can just bring it out. Looks like we have a little bit of a actual station here. So it looks like just a monitor. We've got remote control switches here. So many features in this thing. It's absolutely incredible. So these are your, I'm guessing, which would be like torpedoes in theory, that would go and shoot out. What is this thing? Depth charge. Wow. Okay. Another little hatch here. So hatch switch. Oh, that's the hatch out the back, so you can throw some depth charges out there. What is through here? Anchor room. Okay. So many things. I didn't see. Oh, that's there. So that's a light. Guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing that's a light switch for there. Light switch. There we go. Got a little bit of lights going on in here now. You can see there's like one little torpedo inside there. Man, that's cool. Really nice. Little hatch again that you can go and board with and stuff. Cool. So let's go up back to the bridge. I want to see how this thing can actually go and perform driving wise. So up in the bridge, what do we have? So a little hatch to go out. Now we can have a look at some spotlights, some flares and things, little seats. Okay, so just general sitting area and stuff outside here. We have weather and damage control. So monitor switch, so it looks like damage control over there. And then a little weather station, nice. We've got the main helm, we'll come back to that just now. We've got radar operator. Okay, so radar operator. And that one is the signals operator. Okay, and what does he have? So monitor switch again, so radios and things. Toggle video feed. You can actually send and receive video. Monitor switch. Those are your engines, so you can actually check everything. AP you can turn on, clear navigation points. Navigation screen over here. Nice. Let's go and go through here. So we've got emergency, we've got emergency alarms, distress, mine sweepings. These are for your different lights, navigation, for example, towing, faulty machinery, etc. Thrusters, stern thrusters, bow thrusters, ignition, main drive, clutch, gear up, gear down, engine pumps, foghorn, monitor switch, so just a navigation system, and our throttles. So let's get engine pumps on, let's get ignition on, get our throttle up. Lateral, no, not yet. Okay, so you can hear those throttles up and running. We can get our main drive clutch on. Throttle up again. Nice. Look at that, we're doing a decent speed. Yeah, not bad on our speed. Where is our speed readout though? Possibly over here. Let's see. We've got distance, we've got depth. No speed though, possibly on one of these other screens, somewhere around here. But not bad on the speed. I'm just gonna see how this turns. It turns very sharply. Probably a good thing if you're doing any military warfare stuff. Definitely can see this thing being used when we get maybe some, you know, get the weapons DLC. But yeah, really cool. Well guys, I think that's probably a great place to end this episode off with. Once again, if you want to check out any of the creations that I've checked out in this episode, I do leave links in the video description so you can go and download them, go give some love to the creators and just show your support for them, because these creations have been really cool this episode, as they usually are. But as always, I hope you have enjoyed this, and if you have, don't forget that like and subscribe button, and until next week, we will see you then.